Back to the class. This is yours JK. Today we are going to discuss about design process of flat belt drive. For that purpose, here I am consider the one open flat belt drive. Here we know it is the driver pulley and it is the driven pulley. The two pulleys are attached with the help of one belt drive. What we have discussed in the previous lecture, similarly some steps are involved in the flat belt also. Let's see what are they. First one is the it is the first step here, belt velocity. For that belt velocity, here we are required two parameters. First one is the speed of the driver or driven pulley and as well as the diameter of the driver or maybe driven pulley, whatever it may be. With the help of a speed of the driver and as well as diameter of driver also, we will find out the belt velocity. It is the first step here. After completion of this step, our next step is power transmitted it is the another step, power transmitted by belt. So how much amount of power is to be transmitted with the help of that belt. It is the second step here. And after that, third one is the ratio of the tensioning belts. So we know here we have two sides of the belt. One is the slack side of the belt and another one is the tight side of the belt. So what is the tension between the tight side and as well as the slack side? So that ratio here we are considered here. And after that, fourth step is centrifugal tension. So in case of high velocity belts, we are consider the centrifugal tension. In that condition, it is the mandatory to find out the what is the centrifugal tension act on the belt. And after that, so here it is one of the most important step, a mass of the belt. So with the help of mass of the belt, in some cases we are going to find out the what is the width of the belt. With the help of this form, it is easy to find out the what is the width of the belt. And finally, design power. So what is the design power required for the given conditions or given applications of the belt? So these are the major steps involved in the design of a flat belt drive. Let's see what are the that means what are the formulas will be involved here. Let's see one by one here. First one is the belt velocity. So that belt velocity is indicated by V, that is equal to, we know, pi d n by 60 or pi into capital D into n by 60 meter per second. So it is the form to find out the what is the velocity of belt. Here that small d and the small n indicates the diameter and speed of the smaller pulley, and capital D and capital N indicates the diameter and speed of the bigger pulley. So with the help of these two parameters, it is easy to find out the what is the belt velocity. After that, the second step is, so it is the second step here, power transmitted by belt. So how much amount of power is transmitted by belt? So how we are going to find out this one? First of all, it is denoted by P, that is equal to T1 minus T2 into V by 1000. This 1000 is the conversion of units. Okay, so here see, V is the velocity, in the above step we are already find out the what is the amount of velocity, and after that here T1 and T2, the T1 is the tension in tight side and T2 is the tension in slack side. So what is the tensions between tight side and slack side? When we know these three terms, it is easy to find out the what is the amount of power transmitted by belt. So in some cases we know the value of power. By using the value of power, we are going to find out here what is the tension of the belt. P by V, that is equal to T1 minus T2. So it is the way to find out the tension in tight side and slack side. So this is about the second step. Go to the next step. Ratio of it is the third step here, ratio of tension in belt. So that is equal to T1 by T2 e power mu into theta. So let's see, we know T1 and T2 are the tension in tight side and slack side. That is equal to e power mu. That mu is the coefficient of friction between the belt and pulley, and theta is the angle of contact or maybe arc of contact between the smaller pulley and belt. When we know that these two terms, it is easy to find out the T1 and T2 values. Okay, so this is about the third step, and go to the next step. Centrifugal tension in the belt. So the centrifugal tension in the belt working under the high velocity condition, then it is denoted by Tc. So that is equal to m into v square. Here we are already derived v is the velocity of the belt, and how we get the m? Here m is the mass of the belt. So that's why we are already discussed. It is the another step here. Mass of the belt is denoted by small m. So that is equal to what is the area of the belt into what is the length of the belt, and after that what is the density of the belt material. So with the help of this one, we are going to find out what is the mass of the belt. So here area, for that it is the flat belt. So that's why width into thickness of the belt. So this is about the area, V into T into here L is the length of the belt into what is the density of that material. So this is about the mass of the belt. When we get the mass of the belt, with the help of this mass, it is easy to find out what is the centrifugal tension in belt. So this is about the fourth and fifth steps in the design of flat belt drive. Go to the next step. So it is the final step in the design of flat belt drive. So the design power indicated by PD, that is equal to PR, that is the rated power or maybe specific power, into K into Ks. Here Ka is the arc of contact factor and Ks is the surface factor. So these two values we are considered with the help of design data book based on the material of the belt or maybe based on the arc of contact of the belt. And in case of surface factor, with the help of applications, so that means which type of applications the belt drives are used. Based on that applications, we are considering the surface factor. When we know the surface factor, and after that the arc of contact factor is considered with the help of what is the angle of arc of contact between the belt and pulley. So with the help of that one, we are considering the Ka value here. So this is about the design process of flat belt, and in the next class we are going to solve one model problem related to a design process of flat belt drive. Thank you.
If you have any queries regarding this lecture, please comment in comment box, and thank you for your watching.